All right, so welcome everyone. This is Rahul this side. I'm from GRE King and I'm 340 out of GRE. Today we're going to spend some time and look at the 15 most repeated words in GRE. So when I say the most repeated words, your agenda is to learn as much as possible in these words and focus on the root words as well. So and also I've spent some time at Harvard Business School. So let's go step by step. Alright, so the first word for the day is Epi Fenny. So it means a moment of sudden revelation. This goes back to the time where the 12 days after the Christmas, three wise men visit infant Jesus, and they had a moment of sudden revelation. It's nice whenever you reach such a place as it's shown something like here, pretty good mountains and decent, and then just close your eyes and say, hey, I'm having an epiphany, or a moment of sudden revelation. And sometimes you say, hey, you know what, I belong to this place. We're going to come to the same word again in a while, and before that I'm picking up the next one. Okay, this is one of my favorites, supine. Supine means lying face upwards. It's a pretty decent way to remember this word. If I cut the U out of it and we just look at the word spine, spine means your backbone spine, lying on the back facing upwards. So it also means having no resistance. Or you can also think about, as I said, if you remove the word U, it means spine. So laying your spine straight up is the word of the day. Luminescence. Luminescence is a word which means light produced by chemical or electric or physiological means. It does not mean that from a light which is light which is not coming from a source, which is not being heated. So it's mainly on the fluorescence. So all the beautiful colors like the fluorescence, green, etc., is called as luminescence. Also, there's something called as honey fungus. So it produces a ghostly greenish luminescence. So you can also talk about the glowworms here. So they produce luminescence. Lumen, as you know, lumen is derived from the light. So all the words which start with luminosity, etc., are related to the same. Okay, so the next one, solitude. Solitude means sol. The root word sol here means single. So single or solitude, a state of seclusion or illusion. It also could be a simple word called as emptiness. So when you're feeling empty, you can always say, I'm in a state of seclusion or isolation. It could be, as I said, it could be seclusion. It could also be a good word called as quarantine. So quarantine is also one of the things when somebody gets swine flu, as it's right now is coming up in India. You can also say reclusive. Reclusive also means to recluse itself or to remain in an own separate place. Solitary, it could also mean detachment or isolation for that matter. So it's an important word called solitude. Alright, so aurora word means dawn. It's derived from the Greek mythology where there's a goddess of the dawn. So goddess of dawn is called Aurora. If you guys know Aurora Borealis are the lights which you get on in the northern part of the world. If I have to be accurate, in the Finland, you can see these lights which are like coming again and again. So Aurora Borealis is called as are these lights. So aurora means a dawn or the lights for the dawn. Alright, this word is pretty much repeated in the science-based reading comprehensions again and again. Syzygy, I'm going to say it's syzygy. So alignment of the celestial body. It could be physical phenomena in which all the alignment happens mainly between the moon as well as the sun, where you can say the moon and the sun are in the same place. So this is considered to be one of the important measures in the astronomical history, where moon and the sun comes in the same line, and moon, earth, and sun also come in the same line sometimes. So syzygy is the next word. Oh, I just love this word. It's called phosphenes. Phosphenes comes from the Greek word which means phos. Phos means light. So it's an easy word which means light. and the phenine means to show. So it means it comes from the Greek word, as I said, so it means word force light. So the light and the color produced by rubbing of the eyes. As I said, these are all beautiful words. So when you rub your eyes, and after that you're going to see these small particles of light, and it's called the phosphine. There's something called phosphine effect also. Alright, so next word of the day is oblivion. So I just love this pretty word. Oblivion means the state of being unaware what's happening around you. So let me quickly break this word and make you explain bli. So if I say like ob plus bli, bli plus vion, so I can say absolute blind vision, or I can say absolute blind vision. You can remember something like that. So absolute blind vision is you don't know what's happening around you and just sitting out there. Again, a pretty intense word. So to remember, and it comes under the category of unconsciousness or stupefaction. Stupefaction is also the same thing when you don't know what's happening around you. Yes, I know we're talking about beautiful words up there, but ephemeral means lasting for a very short time. Let's talk different. So ephemeral sounds like a word called funeral, right? So if I type it as e-funeral means electric funeral, which is like quick. If you make a person sit on a chair and like press electric shock for that, which is done in the American countries mostly, it becomes e-funeral. So ephemeral means short-lived, or I can also say which means a fleeting. So fleeting, momentary. So anything which is living for a short time. You can also say ephemeral love, ephemeral relationship, which means for a short time. I just love this word. Alright, again a beautiful one, incandescence. So the light produced by high temperatures. So the light produced by candles. People who are from southern part of the country, when you enter into a temple at about 7 p.m. or 8 p.m., you're going to see the light emitting from the candles and those diyas, if I have to use some Hindi here. So it also means there are a couple of synonyms which we can use in here for representing this. It means ablaze. Ablaze also means which is on fire. It also means a fury or conflagration. Conflagration also means burning. One of the very important words for GRE and one of the most repeated one is conflagration. If I have to write in another one more, I can say blaze. So whenever you're learning these words, make sure guys you learn these words as synonyms, and your bucket of synonyms and antonyms keep on increasing every day. So incandescence is, you can see the root word incant or in. Okay, a quick one here. What about incense sticks? Have you heard about incense sticks? Inside a temple or at home which you burn. In Hindi it's like agarbatti. So every day in the morning you do incense stick. So what does incense mean? Does it mean fire or does it mean a smell? Okay, those are thinking it's smell, it's not smell. Incense means fire. Alright, okay, so it's a quick 1 second learning for you. Let's move forward. Okay, a quiver or quivering or traveling. So this is slightly naughty word, which means a quivering or which is like you can say her face were a quiver with pleasure. So when the first time lovers or people who are in 1920s, when you have a first touch or somebody touches cheek, etc., without going much into the details, but the sense of the trembling because of those passionate moments is called as a quivering or a quiver. It could be trembling or it could be a quivering. There are a couple of other synonyms which you can note it down. These are tottery, or it could be tottering. It all means same. It could be also wobbling. So wobbling effect, as you know, it's wobble is a slightly different word, but wobbling is also similar. You can also say wobbling of a bridge whenever you're walking on a bridge, or you can also say trembling, T-R-E-M-B-L-Y. So trembling also means a similar thing. Trembly, trembling, or tremulous. It also means the first time touch, and when you're having those shivers in the body. Derived from the word tremor. You must have heard about tremors. So tremors are the huge disruptions which happens in in the mountains, etc. So a slightly easy word for that is a quiver, and on slight on lesser degree of mellifluous. So whenever I write this word, I remember my friend. So my friend's name is Melissa. Melissa means honeybee. It's a Russian word derived from the word mel, which means sweet. So mellifluous sound means any sound that is sweet and smooth or pleasing to word. Remember, we're doing the nice and beautiful word. Dulcet, if you see in the above synonyms, it makes this word more important. So dulcet is not an antonym, it's a synonym. So dulcet word, mostly people get confused, like dulcet sounds like a harsh word or a dull noise. It's not. Euphonic, in the English language, EU means good. EU means good. So euphonic also means something nice. And they're typical two my favorite words. These are called as caliphony and cacophony. So caliphony and cacophony. Again, one of the most important words. Cali in the English language means nice. So phony means sound. So a nice sound is called caliphony, which is similar to mellifluous. Cacophony, for the sake of it, cacophony means a harsh or a bad voice. So it could be an opposite of mellifluous. So I'm going to be nailing it right now. Okay, great. So if I have to park it a little more here, and I can keep going discussing about Cali and Caco a little more. So calligraphy would be what? Calligraphy would be beautiful handwriting. Graphy means beautiful handwriting. And what about cacography? Cacography would be harsh or bad handwriting. So I'm sure you're looking at my handwriting, and you're gonna say it's cacography. All right, moving forward. So continuing the journey of the beautiful word, this word which we have pulled up here is called hirath. The pronunciation of this word has got different origins, but I'm going to just focus on hirath. Means an homesickness for home where you can't return to, or that never was. So this is the feeling, as I was speaking in the earlier part of the presentation, where you sometimes feel, hey, you know what, I belong to this place, but you haven't been to this place. For example, I personally get a feeling when I go to Varanasi that, hey, I belong to this place. So it's like hirath. I've never ever been in my life, and somehow I've got a feeling that I need to spend more time here, etc., etc. So it also could be linked to another one called as nostalgia, or being nostalgic. It's in short, it is homesickness. Okay, Somnambulist. Remind me for during my Calvin Hobbes day. People who know Calvin Hobbes is a comic character. So Somnambulist is a sleepwalker. So there are people whom I know, like people who just get up in the night and they stop walking, and most of the people walk towards the fridge or the refrigeration. But I've seen people who like walk out of the house. So Somnambulist, pretty common in US and States, not much in India. So in India, there's so many people to like stop you, like, hey, where are you going in the night? So it's called a sleepwalker. Somna means body, and amble means to walk. So you can say a body which is walking is called as somnambulist. So I repeat, somna means body, and amble means to walk. The couple of synonyms there are a couple of words which I can write from somna as well as amble. You can talk about ambulance. Ambulance is kind of a moving hospital, so moving, amble. So amb, or ambulatory. Ambulatory means the oscillations of a pendulum could be ambulatory or moving. And there are many other words which start with amb. So it could be also amble, as I said, somnambulist. Amble is to walk. Alright. Okay, the next one, ineffable. This is the last one for the day before you can jump onto the other sections on the side of the on the YouTube. This is one of my favorite words and one of the most important. I just love teaching this word, and it's one of the most important words because of different parameters. So it's too great. So anybody who has been to Grand Canyon or Paris, Eiffel Tower for that sake, or you've been to Vegas, you're going to be seeing these lights in Vegas which are too great to be expressed in words. It's called as ineffable. How to remember this word? I'm going to break this word into a couple of things like in and f plus fable. So fable means story, right? The Alchemist is a fable, the book Alchemist. A story. So ineffable, the story that cannot be told, is called as ineffable, or which cannot be uttered, which can't be told. Any story which can't be told, it's called effable. It means so nice, so big, so huge, is called as ineffable. All right, so these are quick words which I want to discuss with you. Your job as a homework for today, I would recommend, if you really want to make sure these most important words are going to be in your exams also, and how to memorize them, sit with the pen and paper, and you can redo this video if you feel like. Sit with the pen and paper, write all the synonyms and antonyms of these words. And also, since I said these are like beautiful words, as I pick up on my examples of Paris or Vegas, you can pick up your own examples in which you can relate to yourself and try using these words. So focus on the usage. It could be wrong, it could be right, but once you use it for your own personal benefit, it's going to be awesome. Okay, great. So so number 3, what you need to do is always bucket up the words. Bucket up. So bucketing could be done either by synonyms or antonyms, or either it could be done by root words. So one could be synonyms, one could be antonyms, and one could be the root words. So when I'm talking about the root words, for example, we did mel means sweet, mellifluous. We did Cali means Caliphony, cacophony is like harsh voice, Cali is like good voice. So you can bucket and keep repeating. Keep repeating these words, keep explaining these words to your friends before I jump onto the next section. Alright, so this is a couple of our students who have got 320 in GRE. A couple of them are in University of California, Cali School of Business, Syracuse, Carnegie Mellon, one of the best universities to study, Texas in Houston, and these are a couple of people who go to Germany. Now a lot of students are going to European countries. I would recommend you to look out for those. New York State University is one of the most happening one with the Indians. So if you're really serious about your preparation, I think getting into top colleges is not difficult. People who get scholarships also, I've got another video for scholarships. In GRE, there are 3 kinds of scholarship. One is called teaching assistantship, one is called research assistantship, and one is called fellowship. Teaching assistantship, research assistantship, and fellowship. Most of the people of the Indian context don't know that American universities are giving teaching assistantship as well as RA, as well as TA, or as well as fellowship. So teaching assistantship means you're going to be assigned a professor, and you're going to be working for a professor, checking some notes, etc. RA is research assistantship. You're going to be working with the professor. So in short, the guy who's got more money or is doing more research, connecting to that guy in US universities would be good. Don't get to the hand of consultants before you do your own good job. Fellowship is in which your profile is so awesome that universities in US, Canada, Europe, these guys want you more than you want themselves. So fellowship, you can build upon your profile in a period of 6 to 8 months. So you can ping me on my profile also. In fact, I got a page called Rahul Cat King. So you can just go to that page and you can drop a message for me if you're really interested in scholarship. Trust me, guys. If you got a good GRE score about 340. You can fully fund your scholarship, fund your education abroad, whether it's a 1-year course or a 2 years course. In short, your expense could be 0, and I mean it. I'm not lying. All right, moving forward. Okay, so quick summary of all these words which are brought up in front of your screen. So vocabulary is about repeating again and again. Epi Fenny. So Epi Fenny means a sudden revelation in which you see something nice and you say, hey, this is so pretty, so beautiful, but it's a sudden revelation. So when you see something pretty, you're going to say, hey, this is not so nice. Supine, if you remember, we removed the U and I said spine. Spine means your spine is like straight and your face is lying upwards. And the next one for the day is luminescence. Luminescence means something related to lumens or light produced by chemical or electric factors. It's not by the heat. It's called as luminous. Solitude means single. So anything which is single, it's called as solitude, derived from the word sol. So, and the next one for the day is Aurora. Aurora means, aurora is light. Aurora means the goddess of the dawn. It's a Greek word. And then we moved on to Sisgi. Sisgi is the word in which the earth, the moon, etc., they align themselves in the same position. Phosphenes, the light and the colors produced by rubbing your eyes. A pretty decent, good word. Oblivion. You say something, you're in such a place in which you're not aware of what's happening around you. It's called, you're in oblivion. Ephemeral, as I said, funeral. Funeral means a quick, short death. It doesn't mean it should be used only always for death, but ephemeral means a quick or lasting for a short time. Incandescence. I gave you an example of the South Indian temples in which the light is emitting so beautifully. It's mainly related to the high temperature, and we spoke about incense sticks. Incense sticks does not only mean it doesn't mean the smell or the fragrance stick. It means the fire sticks. A quiver is also one of my favorite words. A quivering or trembling sensation when your lover or someone touches you for the first time or the second time, and you get that sensation in your body. Mellifluous, derived from the word mel, which means sweet. Mellifluous, melody, all means sweet sounding. Hirath, difficult to pronounce, but Hirath is again a very important word, which means nostalgia. You go to a place and you say, hey, you know what, I've been here before, or this place is calling me. It could be a place, or homesickness for a home you can't return to, or that was never there, but you've come here for the first time. Somnambulist is a pretty decent word, which means a sleep walker. When you walk in the night, it's called as somnambulance. Ineffable. Fable means story. Ineffable means a story which cannot be told. Is called as ineffable. Alright, sounds good. You can take a screenshot of this image, I would recommend, and then you can reread it once again when you are done. Okay, sweet. So this is the end of the presentation. There are a couple of other videos. So you can catch me on Facebook, GRE Dream Team. This is our pretty good and active Facebook group. There are about 6,000 odd members, and every day we're getting about 200 to 300 members increasing. The best thing is you can meet guys who are actually doing MS abroad. You can speak to the universities. We're going to be having university special sessions. If you're going to go to Cincinnati, Harvard, Stanford, Yale, you can do that. Also, I've launched a course called How to Crack GRE in 3 months with the money back guarantee and with your target score. So people who are not able to get more than 300, we are planning to refund their money back. You can speak to me directly. In fact, you can WhatsApp me, guys. You can WhatsApp or call on directly on this number. People who are in Mumbai or Pune, my recommendation is to call up on this number and fix up an appointment one-on-one with me. And any questions you got, we can speak about that. So this course is also available on greking.com. You can go through this and stay glued. I would recommend to catch me up on my Facebook profile, Rahul Cat King, or GRE Dream Team. Hope you enjoyed today's session. If yes, you can just hit on a like. That's what I got. And thank you so much, guys. All the best for your GRE. I hope you really crack, and we should see you abroad in one of the best universities in US. All the best. Take care.